Yo, Danny,
Hold on, I'm busy.
just tell me who the next guest is on the podcast.
Oh yeah, her name is Nancy Tang. You can look her up on Facebook or Instagram. She's our friend.
Who still uses Facebook, bro?
Old people like me.
Yeah, clearly. I think I found her. I'm not sure. There's two of them that.
Super fit and Chinese.
Well, I mean, they're both Asian and they're both super fit, bro.
Just look at the pretty ones. Super fit.
They're both pretty.
This fucking guy. Hold on.
Who is it?
It's this. Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's true. She has a twin sister. So that's Laura. Or that's Nancy.
And who did you invite?
Wait, this is Nancy? And this is Laura? No, not sure.
Well,
Who did I invite?
I was really determined to get Janet Jackson abs. But whenever I work with a client, I always try my best to be at my best all the time because we do have a responsibility, like as our job.
Welcome back to the DNA Podcast, episode 5. We are here with a great guest. Of course, as always, just before I want to thank everybody that is following us. Great answer, great response to everything we've been doing. Thank you. Keep following us because there's more and more interesting things coming up. Speaking of interesting, my client. See how I've been training like 20 people today, so I'm a little off. But yes, my guest today, one of my favorite trainers of all time, I have with me Mrs. Nancy Tang.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Hi, Nancy. So happy. So I needed you today because, like I said, it was a rough day. I'm a little tired. It was fun, but I'm really tired. But I needed a ray of sunshine in the in the studio. And who better than you? I'm sure you're gonna lift all our spirits up.
I'll try my best.
Yeah.
No pressure, Danny.
I really needed this because the last thing, even podcast wise, was Dimitri's issues, let's say. And they were a little dark, and I go like, I can't wait to get back to the positive things. I go, who can get you there fast? Nancy will. So welcome. I just want to talk to you about fitness and what's your journey been through it. And obviously, as you know me, we'll have a few jokes here and there. Speaking of about that, we've realized that guests are often a little shy about starting everything. So we always want to give an icebreaker and have you read one of our jokes just to, loosen up.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah,
I'll
sure.
pick one. All right, great. I love it. All right, guys, get ready. Racism, sexism, and discrimination are wrong. It doesn't matter if you're black, red, yellow, brown, or normal. You shouldn't be laughing at crap like this.
Get it? Normal? Some white guy gave me that joke.
It wasn't me. It was definitely not me that wrote that joke.
I'll link his name. Don't mix it up. We never want to read that one ever again. All right. So Nancy, I've known you for let's say a decade now?
Since 2013, so almost 10 years.
Yeah, almost 10 years, yes. And I remember you coming as a client to DNA Fitness and then ended up being one of the top trainers we ever had. But before we get into this, let me know a bit about your childhood. How was it? Were you always athletic? Were you always lifting massive weights? Or when would this all start?
Actually, hearing this, you might be surprised. I was actually never athletic. I actually one of the least athletic person you could have at school. So like in elementary school in phys ed, your teacher would actually, choose 2 team leaders and then pick their teammates, and I was always one of the last to be picked.
That's horrible. It happened to me too, but it's horrible.
I know, and I guess that's what actually it didn't help with my self-esteem. So it didn't help me to want to pursue any sports. So I actually, I wasn't that athletic, but things changed.
Big time.
Big
we
time.
we will be showing throughout, with your consent, obviously, a few pictures of you not only competing but everyday life. You post some fantastic things on your I'm old, so I do Facebook. Always very inspirational, looking great. So we'll be posting some of those, showing some of those if you don't
No problem.
mind. So then you grow up. Sports aren't part of your life. When do you actually say, okay, I want to make a change? I want to become fit Nancy as I know her today?
So it was my teenage years, like typical teenagers. We want to look good, we want to feel good. But I remember seeing very fit dancers. So before fitness, I was a dancer.
Yes.
And I remember just seeing their physique, and fell in love with their physique and how they moved, how strong they seemed. And it got me thinking.
Hip-hop dancer, right?
Yeah, hip-hop dancer.
Yeah, for all the perverts out there. Hip-hop, we said.
Hip-hop dancers, guys.
Yes. Dimitri was already researching your name.
Just dance for fun with friends.
Yeah.
Nothing really competitive, but really just for passion. And I just loved how they looked and how good they seem like they feel super confident.
Mm-hmm.
So that was in my late teens. Started to go to the gym at around like 17, 18 years old.
Okay.
And
On
that's
your
how it
own
started.
like that?
On my own.
Okay.
On my own. I saw an ad somewhere about a woman-only gym.
Okay. Nice.
And then I just signed up, and I actually got very hooked. I went to the fitness classes every single day.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the group classes?
Yeah. Only the
Okay.
group classes.
And did you, because that's how you started, I think, no? Giving group classes.
Yeah.
Did you like the results you got from that?
I really loved it because it was the first time that I trained my body like this. So it was
Okay.
new. I never knew what soreness felt like.
Okay, nice.
And I was really determined to get Janet Jackson abs. That was one of my main motivation is Janet Jackson, artist, dancer. I loved her muscles. I loved
She had a
her
great
abs.
look to
Oh
her,
yeah. So I was very motivated to get basically like her abs.
I think you did.
Yeah, I
Probably
did.
did better, yes.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
So, okay. And then you start going on your own. You start giving some classes. When did you get certified to give classes, or how did it go?
So I got certified actually very early, around 2008, 2009.
Okay.
And I was teaching full time for some time. And I was teaching maybe like up to 20, 25 classes a week.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah. But I loved it. I loved it.
Okay.
I absolutely loved it. And that got me into personal training. But that's thanks to actually meeting Melissa and Allison at a certification.
Yes.
And I just saw them. I'm like, oh, wow, they look so good. What are they doing? And
just for the listeners, Melissa's my wife, and Allison was one of our former cook at DNA Fitness.
Yeah, amazing cook.
Yes, she was. Fortunately, not with us anymore, and she didn't die. She's in New Zealand. Well, I think she's fine, but yeah. So yeah, you saw them, and then you go like, I'm gonna join, or.
And then I got curious about what they're doing, and I just learned that Allison was prepping for a fitness competition. And I knew that back in the days, long time ago, I knew that I was very inspired by the physique that I saw of some ladies doing this kind of sport, but I didn't know what it is.
Okay.
I just never dared going for it.
Okay.
Because of, like Chinese conservative.
I was going to get into that. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
So then you said, oh, I want to do this too?
Then I got inspired. I asked some questions, and I took Melissa's coordinates. I emailed her. I told her I was interested to start prepping for a competition.
Okay.
And she connected me to Edith.
Edith, which is, of course, our first ever champion from DNA Fitness, who became a fitness model and a competitor. And that's how I remember meeting you, because I remember you two girls looking like you were having way too much fun and looking way too good. It's not like you were like just laughing and doing nothing, but you were putting all the rest of us to shame. It's like, man, these girls are super fit. And then by some stroke of gold on my part, Edith tells me, hey, you know that girl that trains with me, Nancy? She goes like, she might be interested in working with us. You think you can sit down with her? And me, I'm like, of course. I said that with Rowan before, one of our former guests. Like I see people that are like winners that have it, right? I see money too. So I look at you and I go, yeah, that girl's gonna be good. So we sat down, a great chat, and we came to an agreement. And so you started working for us. And did you do your first competition after or while you were with us, right?
Yes.
You were already part of the team, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. And how did that go?
Really good. I mean, like what do you mean? Like the competition?
The competition. No. I know you ended up hating me, but besides, the competition. How did the competition go? I know
really
how it
good.
went. I was there.
Yeah,
but,
yeah, really good. I mean, Edith, I gotta give it to her. She got me hooked.
Yeah.
She introduced me to the sport. She taught me how to really own the stage. And just like bring out my inner dancer. I forgot about that dancer in me. So I fell in love with it, and I'm still like not right now because I'm pregnant, but I'll be competing.
Yeah, I saw recently. I was so proud of you, by the way. Like I'm horrible with messaging people. As soon as I saw it, I want to say like I'm so proud of you. You look fantastic. Even after 2 kids, you came back and look better than ever. Because I feel that excuse of like, oh, I have kids, so now it's done. Like it's way too commonly used. And so when I saw it, I was like, man, this girl's back again at her best.
Thank you.
Really, really happy for you. So the competition, I would say, I know how it went because you literally destroyed everything. It was like it was a pride because you were one of our team and a friend. So when we were there, I've never seen somebody, and I went to Edith's competitions, Rachel's competitions, another client that competed. Nobody ever took control of the stage the way you did. Nobody. You also had one hell of a fan club there. People who had like.
I'm super lucky. I'm very lucky. I'm a lucky
they
girl.
had signed go Nancy. So I think that was probably one of the easiest competitions to judge. I think because you were like head over heels over everybody, and you really won everything, right? So after that, what happens after that? You win the competition. You obviously take over. You continue working with us for a while. What was the end goal? Did you want to keep competing? Did you want to like get other people involved?
Actually, it's an interesting journey. So, like I won. I didn't think I was going to win. And yeah, I got hooked, but like your mind is going to start playing games with you. And so I never really got, like growing up in a conservative family, Chinese family, it's not a sport that my parents love. Like Chinese conservative, like their daughter is like
be good at not without being racist, but be good in school, be good at math, be good at like stuff like that. Yeah.
And then here you go, their daughter is like walking half naked, showing her butt on like wearing stripper heels.
Were they there, by the way? Were your parents? No, they weren't there.
No, they were not there. I don't think they will ever.
They can't cross that line.
No,
how did it go? I've always wanted to ask you this. Like you said, you come from a very traditional Chinese family. You tell them, I want to compete, I want to go on stage. Did you tell them, or you kept it hidden, or did?
I did give them an idea of what I wanted to do, and they just didn't understand or didn't ask about it. And I think that I did myself some, like, I guess I had the expectation of wanting them to, like, support me in some ways.
Yeah, to understand. Like,
but I have to respect what they are comfortable to accept.
Of course.
It is a journey. It was a journey. So just to go back to when I speak about what this journey was about, I was constantly looking for validation from my parents, but because I didn't get it, I kind of wanted to compete, but I didn't pursue it. And then a lot of the competitions, I decided last minute, okay, I'm going to compete.
Okay.
I just, eventually my instinct just was like, okay, well, like you're so alive. Like thanks
Yeah.
to my girlfriends, my really good friends.
Yeah.
So Laura, my
Yeah,
twin
yeah,
sister,
yeah,
Stephanie Wu and Lawan Wu, my best friends
yeah.
that have seen me, they keep telling me, Nancy, you should do that again. I don't know who you are. I don't know who you became. But when you're on stage, like,
It was
I wanna
something
see.
else. You probably you
Yeah.
don't see it because it's you, but
don't see
like
it.
it was like a different person there. Like you were nervous and everything, I'm sure, but up there you look like you on the stage there, like you were one of these celebrities who's been doing stage work for forever. You didn't look nervous. You didn't look like, you always look at the girls. You're like, oh my God, she's going to trip. Like something's going to go wrong. I've seen people faint on stage, right?
Oh, yeah, I did too.
So,
I did too.
so like to see you like that confident, never, to us, it would never occur. Oh, that girl is going through something, but good for you. You did it. So when do you eventually tell them?
I think I told them from the beginning.
Okay.
I did want them to be there for my first competition. But because they didn't respond in the way that I expected it,
Yeah.
I didn't keep it hidden. I just didn't bring it back up.
Okay.
After several competitions, but they will always know that if I'm going out of the city is to
to
go
go
and
compete.
exactly.
Yeah.
But they never say any. They never say, oh, good luck or anything.
Mom and dad not one softening a bit on the
Mom and dad for the first couple of years, and eventually I think my mom like she understood that it meant something for me,
that
so
was
she would
important.
say, yeah, good luck. My dad showed his support in different ways.
Okay.
He will never say, I'm proud of you. He wouldn't, I don't think he is. Because of this kind of sport.
Yeah. He's not proud maybe for that, but I know
Yeah.
there's other things that make him really proud. I'm pretty sure as a father, if you see your daughter having 2 kids, bring another one to life, being a grown woman, like a responsible woman. I'm not from your culture, but I don't see a father that would be like, no, I messed up, like
I have
like,
no idea. I do bring up my kids a bit different than he wants. So
yeah, there you go.
but that's okay. This is a journey where, instead of finding why we're so different, it's important to find why we're so alike.
Yeah, exactly.
So he was showing me ways that he was supporting me by, let's say, like buying me asparagus because
Yeah.
I had to eat so many asparagus. So he would buy this for me. So that's his way to show me support. But he would never said, like, good luck, go for it. I'm so proud of you. He showed it in actions.
Yeah, which is the man thing to
Yeah.
do, especially from that generation,
Yes,
right? Where you
yes.
you close down with your feelings,
Yeah.
but you'll always be. Hey, if it's any comfort, till this day, when you ask my parents what does your son do, they say he's a gymnastic teacher. so talk.
It's pretty close. Pretty close.
Talk about like, yeah, have you ever seen me stretch? It's not, but just for it's not part of the culture. They still don't understand why would people give you money for you to hurt them and like. I go, no, they get stronger, they get better. They look good, so they understand the looking good part. But till this day, they have no clue what I really do. It's just. He's doing well, good for him, and there's a sense of pride there.
Yes.
They haven't told me either, but whatever.
They'll probably show you in other ways.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. No, like their friends will tell me, oh, your parents are really proud of you. They'll never say it themselves, but that's the way it is, old school mentality. As us now to our kids, we're proud when they draw a straight line, like you're the best. Maybe it's not the best way either, but we'll find our way.
Oh yeah, we will.
So now you've become a champion. You mentioned your twin sister, if you can believe it or not, Dimitri and our listeners. There's another one like this, just as pretty, just as nice, just as everything. Identical.
Fraternal, but for you, yeah, we look like identical, but we're fraternal twins.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
how many times did I confuse you and your sister? Like I'm talking to this girl,
Probably every single
and
time.
she's like, "Who the hell is this guy?" And I'm like, "Great job, you did great." It's like, "Oh no, okay." Then you realize, but she was more. What does she do, your sister?
She's an optician.
Okay, yes. So your parents were like happy with what she was doing.
Yes.
So that probably make it even harder for you, right?
Oh yeah.
You feel like, oh, I'm done. And you have an older sister too.
I have an older sister. She's a very successful optometrist,
Okay.
and I have a little brother right now, and he is in McGill
Okay.
studying kinesiology.
Oh, well, there you go. You inspired one of them.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. So definitely you're the black sheep of the family, but it's okay. So am I. We're here. We're happy. So how did your twin sister take it when you told her this? Did she say, no, mom and dad are not going to be happy with this? Or she tried to persuade you not to do it or encourage you?
I am super, super lucky to have a twin sister that's, again, I know some twins that they're actually competitive against each other. I have a twin that just supports me like since the beginning. Super, super, super lucky. She is my number one.
Yeah.
She's my number one fan, my number one supporter since like actually my husband. Something that I told my husband, my sister has to like you. If not, we can.
If not, that's it. We're done. Well, yeah.
She's that important. Yeah.
And it's true that you say, I know a few sets of twins. Guys, they're always arguing and stuff like that, but I've rarely seen that where like such full support for because I am friends with your sister, probably trying to friend you on Facebook, and I messed up, but I see her post and like saying like, this is an inspiration for me, my twin sister, this and that. So she's obviously very proud of you. So listen, at least her, right?
Mm-hmm.
And your kid brother who's in kinesiology. So good for you. You did well. Thank you. Too. So now, after this, I know you work for us for what, 3-4 years, something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yes. A good time. A good
time. Yeah, I was gonna say that. Ask you later, but yeah. So we had a great time here. You train other girls that wanted to get into competition, and then we ran into one particular person, which we won't say the name, but we had a bit of issues with. And for the listeners, it's just somebody that complained about, I guess, the way you were treating them, or like you were too rough on them or something like that. Did that situation that happened with this client, did it change anything in the way you do things? Did you look at what you were doing and go like, oh, maybe I should change stuff?
Of course. I mean, like, all clients, good and bad, all teaches you to become better. Then again, like, I think it's important for us to take a step back and not get emotional and ask ourselves, okay, like, how could I have done things better? Mm-hmm. And I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah.
And looking back, I just like, I wish I had the tools to know how to handle someone that's in distress or someone that we're going through some hard time, because, I truly believe that, yeah, she complained, but she was probably not in a good headspace or something. So she didn't say really great things about me.
About us. I think
about
general,
us. But I look back and I remember feeling like, oh, shoot, like, what are people going to think about me? But hey, like, what is she going through?
Yeah.
To say such things.
Yeah.
Right. And I just wish I had the tool to handle someone that goes through like mental,
issues,
mental issues, because it's a real thing.
Yeah.
And these people need more compassion than we would like to give.
Yeah.
And that's super, like, I just wish, like, it's funny that you ask this, because on my way here, I was looking back at a little, everything that was happening here, and she helped me by wanting to be more, like, compassionate. With people that I see, because you never know.
I see that you don't hold any hard feelings towards the situation.
No, actually, I was trying to find her email, and I just wanted to say, hey,
like,
anyhow that I can just support you right now. Like, I didn't know how to back then, but if I could, like, I just wanted to say that to her.
But you said you learned to maybe manage expectations and.
Yeah, I mean, like, you learn through each client I have, each client. Yeah. But whenever I work with a client, I always try my best to be at my best all the time, because we do have a responsibility, you know, like as our job, to be at our best state so that they can perform, that they want to give their best
Okay.
as well, and that they will feel comfortable to want to, you know, like show up, and you know, like we also build that kind of relationship with the client. So it's our responsibility to show up our best, I think.
Yes, it is. And I think a lot of what helped you develop this new, because I noticed that, not that, you know, you were like super peppy, full of energy, that when I met you and it kept going, but at one point you kind of became zen, like still, I'm sure a hard ass when you're training people. I'm sure of that. You still, like, you know, put them through the ringer and really make them work hard and get them the results. But you seem to have found some sort of peace. And I know when we last spoke, like a long conversation, you were starting to get into following Tony Robbins, was it? Yes.
Yeah, Tony Robbins, a life-changing experience.
Yeah,
I went to
tell
Florida.
me about it. Yes.
So I went to Florida to go to the power. I don't remember the name. I don't remember the name, but it was one of his seminars, 4-day seminars.
Yeah.
But I did not know who Tony Robbins was. I just trusted my best friend, Stephanie, that said, "Hey guys, so I'm going to this seminar in Florida. It costs $2,000.
Oh, wow.
So apparently, you just go and your life gets changed and you're gonna walk on fire. Do you want to come?" I'm like, "Sure." Like, I want to walk on fire. I'm just gonna go.
It's amazing.
But I just trusted her because I loved her energy. I love the way that she, you know, the kind of conversation that she has was very intriguing. And just her energy was just amazing. And I trusted her and I wanted more of that kind of energy. And I know that she's going for it. So her, my friend Lawan, and my sister,
Okay.
we were there that night. And we said, "Yeah, sure."
You all went to the...
and none of us knew who Tony Robbins was.
Okay.
We just had, you know, like we just had a feeling.
Okay.
So then we went, and one of the best investment in my life. I didn't have the money to go. I was like,
Got in debt to go see that Tony Robbins. Yeah.
Yeah, but hey, the best investment, one of the best investment of my life, personal development. That's my introduction to personal development world. Walked in fire, didn't get hurt. I came back with a lot of different perspective. Came back with a lot more compassion and love for my dad.
Okay, nice.
That's something that I was having a hard time with before, and changed my views a lot. Came here a lot more grateful for the life that I had. Saw things really shifted the way that I see things. Instead of seeing things like, I don't have this, it's like, oh, I have this.
Yes.
Right? So in a short amount of time, 4 days, I came back and a lot shifted in my life.
Like different person.
Yeah, but of course, like, you know, like your mind is gonna keep playing tricks, but like at least I had this shift in my mindset where I am a lot more grateful.
And do you still follow like his teachings and everything in your daily life?
Not him per se, but it introduced me to a lot of others that does the same work as him. So Team Billio. Right now, I'm really into Jay Shetty.
Okay.
Love Jay Shetty. All about, you know, like spreading love.
Yeah.
I'm super cheesy person. So I love his work. Brené Brown.
Okay.
Anything about vulnerability that connects us human beings more.
Yeah.
So it opened up to another world and a lot of other people that are doing basically the same work. Different way of, you know, like of approach, but same kind of work.
Positive thinking, same, like, and it's all very empowering. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Good. And when you're doing this shift in your life, had you already met your significant other? Was he there? Or you met him after?
He was already part of my life, so we started dating in 2008.
You appreciated more after.
Oh yeah.
There you
It's
go.
part of being more grateful.
I like this guy. Be more
He's
grateful
amazing.
towards the father and the husband. It's fantastic. I believe in his teachings, although I don't know who he is, but seems like a good guy. And now, like saying Lindbergh is his name, right?
Lindbergh.
Your husband. Yeah, I've met him a few times. Super cool guy. Now how was he reacting to you competing and everything? Was he? I know men are territorial, and some like I don't want to see my girlfriend on heels and a bikini on stage, and even though it looks great, but
Again, very, very lucky. He supported me from day one, but I'm not too sure. I have to have a conversation with him. I'm not too sure actually if he maybe was hoping that I would continue after the first one. But whatever that I want to pursue, he just says like, go for it. If you want to do it, I'm behind you.
Fantastic. It's great. You need somebody supporting you
Yes.
to do that, because especially like I mean I've trained girls to go into that, and I would see them like maybe 4 or 5 hours a week, and I know they can be quite a mess right before going into competition, and by a mess I mean hard to deal with and everything.
Oh,
But
yeah.
well, you're very low on carbs, sometimes even a bit dehydrated, and and you've been putting so much work, and but I had
We're
to see them.
hangry.
Yeah, you're hangry all the time. I had to see them for an hour or two a day. Like imagine living and dating. So like he has to be very supportive and patient. I think to do that. But he was all in, so that's
Yeah,
great.
he was all in.
Very nice, very nice. And now after that, you leave here. You went to work at the place where you still work now.
Um, Now I work as exclusively as a Wonder Woman coach for transformation. So it's actually one of my physique coach,
Okay.
Michelle McDonald. She
Yes.
created her own coaching platform called the Wonder Woman.
Okay.
So I've been her coach since March 2020.
March 2020. Okay, so
Yeah.
this is fairly new, if you want,
Yeah.
like 2
Yeah.
years ago. Okay, nice. I saw a picture like black and white of a bunch of fit women looking great there, and you were one of them. So that's the program you guys are doing right now.
Yes.
Okay, so tell me a bit about it. What is it? Is it still the same thing that you do, like personal training?
So everything is online. It's an online coaching program.
Okay.
We are transformation coaches for women.
Okay, nice.
And I really love the vision of Michelle. She doesn't dumb things down because she believes that women are intelligent, resourceful, and at any age. You can thrive at any age.
Okay.
So what we do is we coach macro lifestyle.
Okay.
We coach anything about bodybuilding. So basically, progressive overload.
Okay,
And
nice.
we see every woman as an athlete, and we really cultivate the athlete in every woman that comes into the program.
That's fantastic. So you take the athlete out of every
Yes.
woman, come out. So how does it work? They sign up with you, and then they go to a gym, and you extract them through I don't know, Zoom meetings. How does it work?
So everything is online. So we use an app called True Coach.
Okay.
So we don't do personal training per se. They receive a 4-week training program
Okay. Nice.
and a macro plan.
Okay.
And we, before they receive that, we meet beforehand to explain them how to run
Nice.
through True Coach, how to read the macro plan. And every week we meet for a 20 minutes call
Okay.
via Zoom
Okay.
or Google, however you choose to meet with your athlete. And then we also have a bi-weekly team call so that the every athlete can really get into the community. So they have that community aspect as
Yeah.
well. So they get the accountability, they get the program, and they also get feedback from the lift. So we really are big in coaching the big lifts, so squats, deadlift,
Nice.
and bench. It's super empowering to learn how to master those lifts. So we do coach that.
Must be so rewarding to see women
Oh yes,
like thrive through those
Yes.
big lifts, because as you know, a lot of women have still that negative image of like, oh, if I lift weights, I'm gonna look like the Hulk, or that's not meant for women, or I just want to be skinny. So here, whenever I work with somebody and I see them deadlifting, squatting,
Yeah.
bench pressing, like they feel so strong and empowered. So
Yeah.
it must be great to deal with only women and doing
Yes.
that. So well, congrats.
Thank you.
So you've been doing this for a year now or so? 2
A
years?
year and a half.
A year and a half. And it's
Yes.
going well, working well.
It's going well. I can say my growth as a coach has
Very good.
so good. Yeah. Really, really fortunate to be a one-on-one coach.
Very good. I'm very happy for you. Although I was very sad to see you leave, which I still have it in some remorse towards you here. But here's a way you can make it up for me.
What's up?
To me. You can read a fucked up joke. How's that?
I don't think I have a choice. So,
I shall forgive you for leaving after this joke. Well, let's see how good it is.
okay.
There's like a bunch.
Okay,
of
that's a
that.
bunch. I took a bunch. Let's see. I always start my gym session with 20 minutes of stretching, pulling, and bending. Then I finally got my gym clothes on and I can start my workout.
There you go. That's.
I didn't know you do that.
Yeah, it's a struggle to get these tight shirts on. You wouldn't believe. All right, so now the babies. Tell me, you have two sons, right?
Yes. Joshua, 4 years old, and Nathan, 2 years old.
I met Joshua, and when I
Yes.
saw Nathan, I think you were still. I saw you downtown, I think,
Yes.
with Lindbergh, and he was still in the what do you call that?
A stroller.
A stroller. Yes, he was still in the stroller. They don't use it anymore, so I put it in the back. I never want to see it again. But
You carry
one
them,
day.
right?
Yeah.
They make you carry them.
Yeah, even though they can walk perfectly and probably have more energy than I do. But how is it? How do you find life as a mom and a coach, a trainer? How have you been able to mix both?
Obviously challenging. It's the most challenging journey I've ever been on, but the most fulfilling.
Yes.
The most fulfilling.
And rewarding.
Yeah,
yes, very,
rewarding. The most healing journey as well. Kids have a way to basically show you your mirror. And I have found out a lot of sides of me that I didn't know was there that shows up when they act up. And
You get mad at them. You mean.
oh yeah, I get mad, but I'm like, I don't want to be like this. Like, why am I like this?
You feel your parents inside you.
Exactly,
A bit, yeah.
exactly.
I see my dad in me all the time whenever I lose it.
Oh yeah, yes. I'm like, I didn't know that was there, right? Like, and I remember, as bad as it sounds, I remember telling myself, I don't want to be like my parents. I don't want to be like my parents, but because this shows up, and I recognize it. It helps me to find a lot more compassion
Yeah.
for how my parents were.
Yes.
Of how I perceived, right? Like they were how they were. I might have created some stories with how I perceive how they were with me. But that's why I'm saying it's a healing journey.
Yes, it is.
Because I choose that too. I choose love. I choose compassion. So I'm able to see that my parents just showed up. They showed up. They were stressed, dude. Like.
Yeah, like
I don't have to think about surviving. They had to think about surviving when we were kids, and we're very fortunate where we are now. They didn't have that kind of fortune.
no, them like if they miss a day of work, you could not eat that day.
Exactly.
So like they
Exactly.
really work hard for us to, like you said, to be where we are today.
Exactly.
And do you feel you love them way more now that you've seen kids? I mean, I've always loved my parents, but my relationship with my dad especially has been so much better ever since I have kids. 'Cause
Definitely am able to be a lot more grateful for what they're doing.
Yeah.
Because I'm going through it. I hate to say it, but like when they say, you're gonna know, you're gonna understand when you're gonna be a parent.
Yeah.
Now I know.
Yeah, exactly. My dad, that was his catchphrase for like, since I was like able to understand him speak. One day you'll see.
Yes.
One day you'll say, oh, my dad was
And I
right.
used to hate it.
I still don't say my dad was right, but I go like, yeah, I see where he was coming from with this. Yeah, I can see it, and it's and you see all the sacrifices you make for the for your kids, and you go, man, my parents did that for me too, to the way that they needed to, right? So you tip your hat off to them and say thank you for everything you did for me. So so
I'm
you're
fucked up, but thank you.
yeah. I need therapy now, but thank you. So now obviously it's been going great because you have another, as we say, bun in the oven.
Yes.
There you go. So do you know already sex or anything?
No, I'm only 11 weeks and a half.
Oh, okay.
So I will know in about 10 weeks.
Do you want to know, or you're gonna do one reveal or something? Like
I don't know. We never did a reveal. We were always impatient. So maybe we want to do things differently this time.
Yeah. Same here. Like I can't wait for and even for me when my wife was pregnant with my first kid, my daughter, 9 months was so freaking long. It's like you wanna. It reminded me when I was a kid and I knew what my Christmas present was and I wanted to play with it, but I had to wait 20 days, some sort of mental torture. My parents would take me to the store, make me choose something, and then wrap it up and say, wait. So, that
Awesome.
was their way, but at least I got a gift. But I felt like it was like that with my daughter. I go, can you come out already? Like 9 months is so long. Finally, when she was there, I was so happy. But congrats on the new baby. And I've seen the other ones. I'm sure you're going to do a great job and you're going to continue through your journey. What do you see next for you in fitness? You're happy with Wonder is it Wonder Woman coach?
The Wonder Woman, yeah.
The Wonder Woman coach. Any other challenges? Do you want to do another competition? Because you did one, and did you won the one after your 2 kids?
Yes.
There you go.
The first one after my 2 kids, I placed 3rd, and then the one after I placed 1st.
Wow, there you go. Unstoppable. Do you see yourself doing that after the 3rd kid too?
I do see myself competing.
Maybe ask Lindbergh this time? I don't know.
No matter what, I'm going for what makes me happy.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter.
Sorry, did I try to help you?
He's all for it. He's very proud.
Yeah.
So who knows? I might go for it. I might not. Maybe this kid is gonna, maybe slow down. I don't know. But I'm going to follow my joy. If it makes me happy, I'm going to do it. I don't see myself stopping the athlete lifestyle. This is me forever.
Yeah, very good. I like it the way you say that. Perfect. So listen, we talk about therapy. How we probably all need it. I still don't do it, but I will one day. I was thinking I'm gonna shoot some names or situations or words, and you can tell me what comes to mind as fast as possible. I'll give you 5 seconds to answer, and if however you can't answer or don't feel comfortable, whatever, you got the fucked up jar. You have that jar.
Keep this close.
It's not that bad. So first of all, let me just find them. Maybe Dimitri will edit this. Oh, here I have. Show me what a shitty host I am. Okay. So 5 seconds. So with the first thing that comes to mind, right?
Pregnancy brain, by the way, guys. Pregnancy brain.
That's
okay.
Amazing. It's even better. We'll get the truth and the whole truth. You got the 5 seconds? Yep. Just count to 5 if anything. Fast though. You ready?
Yeah.
Marriage.
Wedding. I don't know. Happiness.
I didn't say find a synonym. All right. I'll give you that one. Steroids.
You didn't specify.
Sorry. Steroids.
Fake.
There. Very good. Henry Golding.
I don't know who that is.
Come on. You don't know the hottest Asian guy ever? No. Henry Golding. You don't know?
I was never really into Asian until my husband.
It's a good thing you said that at the end. I'm really not into Asians. You saw the movie Crazy Rich Asians?
Yes.
The main guy.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Meh. I'm sorry. You're a great actor.
But man.
Yeah.
Damn. All right. I
5
thought
seconds.
I was good. Okay. Squats.
Awesome.
Yes. Fitness competition.
Empowering.
Twins.
Best friends.
Nice. The CCP. Take a joke. Take a joke. Don't get in trouble. I was scared with that one. Imagine.
All right, guys, another one. I joined a gym 6 months ago and still hasn't lost a pound. Tomorrow I'm heading down there in person to find out what's going on.
That goes to for all that one's for all my clients who said like, yeah, I started training with Danny 2 years ago, and they don't look like they've been training for 2 years, right? And I go like, yeah, 2 years ago. What about those 7 months off that you took because like you said, I'll call you back. And yeah, it's exactly it.
Dimitri, that's you?
Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, we met 5 years ago. Like, yeah, he's a good trainer. And people are like, you're sure? Like, what the fuck? Like, so final thoughts. What do you think of the fitness industry today, where it's at, where it's going? You guys are trying something new, I think, at least to me it is. It seems super good. How do you feel the fitness industry? Is it healthy? Is it still like run by juice heads? Is it, what do you think?
So I am. So yeah. I can definitely see that there's a lot of, like juicing going to, like happening in the top,
Yeah.
like, and it's just unfair for the naturals.
Yeah. Which you are a natty.
Yeah, I'm natty, forever natty. Like if ever we are trainers and we're the coach, and people come to us and they entrust their health to you, and if it's in your value, integrity is really important to me. Then I'm guessing that there's all sorts of people in any industry.
Yeah,
right?
no,
So,
for sure.
you gotta. How do I find there's good and there's bad, like in any industry, right?
Yeah.
So I am very lucky that the leader of Wonder Woman is a natty.
Mm-hmm.
She works really, 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 really hard to get to where she is at right now. And she's just showing, hey, guys, you want to get to that kind of level of conditioning, you just got to work hard. Too bad a lot of people don't choose that route. Too bad a lot of people are putting their health
At jeopardy for
that.
and the health of others too, because
Yeah, definitely.
people follow that and more. We were having a talk with Ron, who was a pro bodybuilder at one point, and it's so negative. And I never understood, because for my vision of fitness, whatever you want to do, whatever type, whether it's CrossFit, whether it's yoga, whether it's what we do, whatever it is, if health is always at the foreplan of everything, then that's what it is. The second you start doing things for looks, strength, or whatever that goes against health, then you lose me. I'm not part of that business anymore. I'm the part of, so that's why I said I would never train a guy for a fitness competition, because I feel that no matter what level, even the lower levels, steroids always come into play. It's always annoying. Like, the guys will ask me about it. Do I look like I take steroids? I was like, I don't take that. Oh, but you must know somebody. No, I know, but I'm not gonna encourage you to go do that. If you want to do that, go train there too, and whoever has that vision, but it's not mine. So, so you've seen it in your competitions. Have you seen anybody? Do you suspect? You don't have to name names then, unless you're a hater and you want to put it on blast.
I've seen people. I know a few people that are taking.
Okay.
But like, you're an adult, you know how to make your own decisions. You do you, and I'll do me, and I respect your choices. Like, everybody's gonna have to deal with the consequences. But like, I'm gonna choose natural all the way, and if I want to work hard for that muscle, I'll work hard for the muscle. But you just gain so much when you work really hard for that at the same time. So why would you rob yourself out of those skills you can get?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, to really like work hard, and it's one of the most rewarding things you could get for yourself.
And all the damage you do too after that. I know guys that start taking stuff, and then I gotta take this other thing to counter effect the effects of this, and then the other one, and then you just end up taking like 20 things. You don't know what it does to your body. And a lot of these people don't have a long-term view, because I see myself playing basketball like competitively with my son, not with guys my age, they're gonna destroy me. But I mean, like my son really giving him a challenge, when he's 12, 15, something like
Awesome.
that.
I love that.
Yes, I see myself that. I see going to a tennis court with my daughter and make her help her. Like if she likes it, we play. Like I see myself being active with them forever. So obviously, if I'm gonna take something that's gonna enlarge my heart or give me all kinds of issues, I don't want to touch that. So
Good
like
for
you
you.
said,
Good
to
for
each
you.
to each their own. Final question. A while back, I don't know if you remember this. It was impactful for me because I think that's when I started going like, oh, that I like that girl. That girl's like friend. Like we have the same way of thinking. We were talking, and this is a while back. Now I'm talking almost like 8-9 years about helping people. About not just in fitness, but like going down to a poor country and like building homes, doing that. You were always attracted to that, so I was too. And I think that day, if somebody was there to sign us up, we probably would have signed it.
Bye.
Yeah, see you later. We'll go somewhere and build. That's I think we both had that, and obviously life takes and starts going, and then your attention gets
We
shifted
had a
everywhere.
conversation. It was a kind of a cloudy day. We were by the window.
Imagine, we're feeling down. How can we help people? No, but you do remember having that
Yes.
desire, right?
Yes.
As far as I know, you didn't go to Africa to build any like or
Not yet.
we still have time. Like once the kids retire and everything, at 65 building homes. How do you deal with that? I know that it was a need for you. It was a need for me too. How do you deal with that? The fact that I didn't get to do that. Do you have something? I'm asking for me mostly because I deal with that, like that sense of kind of failure that I didn't get to do that I should have, maybe that day should have been like, fuck, let's go do it, But we didn't. But how do you deal with that? Do you think I'm gonna help people a different way, or?
My job is helping people, and I'm at peace with that. Doesn't mean that those dreams, like of wanting to go to another country to help, I can help in other ways. If I cannot be present, I can donate
Yes.
to people that can actually do that. So my job, I'm very fortunate that I am doing this with my job already.
Yeah. So it's kind of fulfilled, right?
I'm very fulfilled doing. I'm super duper grateful to be a coach. It's fulfilling, but it feeds me. Like how people say, oh, my coach changes my life. My client changes my life.
Yes, they do. For
Right.
sure.
So it's one of the best job ever, and I'm very fortunate. So I get to give this way. I contribute this way. But I'm also donating to certain cause that is really close to my heart.
Okay.
So that's my way of contributing now.
Yeah.
But later on, whenever my
Who
kids want to
knows?
be
Yeah.
older, do I have this desire to want? Yeah, sure. My husband always wanted to go to the Philippines, and I think that's what we're going to do one day. We go to the Philippines, and we're going to be building schools, playgrounds for kids over there.
Yes.
That's something that is very dear to him. Is it the right time right now? No. Eventually, probably, yeah.
You gotta probably, I think, like I was thinking on the same lines as you, like we'll do it eventually somehow, but like build your base strong first. Make
Yes.
sure everybody that's in your family's taken care of, and then let's see what you can do, whatever's left, because you have to look after yourself and your kids first. Definitely donating is good. And who knows, maybe one day my kid will say, Dad, I want to go do this over there. Can I go or something? And I'd be more than happy to say, hey, here's some money, like go and live it. And maybe through our teachings, they're going to develop that same thing that we both had, that wanted to help people. And maybe it will turn into cheap labor for me if they become trainers. But it was just always on my mind, going like, oh yeah, because I always want to do it, and I feel like I'm gonna do it, but there's always other ways. And obviously, what you said about the clients, I wouldn't be doing this 20 years in if I didn't get that incredible high from somebody succeeding in what they do, and shaking their hands, hugging them, and being you did it. There's nothing that has made me feel like that.
I'm happy to see that you're still doing that.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. I'm a lot nicer than I used to be too. I've become so soft. It's incredible.
I guess a kid softened you up, eh?
Oh, big time. No, and it happened at one point that, lost some clients being rough. Obviously we all learn from our clients, but also realizing that fitness doesn't mean the same thing for everybody. And not everybody needs to have chiseled pecs and a six-pack. Good for you if that's what you want to do. I can help you with that, no problem. But also for some people, it's just, being able to participate in sports, being able to play with their children, just being able to put on a shirt and look like, they're not tearing their shirt open because of their overweight or something like that. So there's simple little goals like that in life that are so much greater than just
the aesthetic.
Yeah, the aesthetic and posing for the gram and do it. Like, you have to do it because that's what we do. It helps market, but at the same time, it's so much deeper than that. More, so much more. Well, Nancy, I'm happy that you are doing so well, and that you still have the kind heart. I knew she is gonna get us in a good mood. You know what? Even to get us in an even better mood. One last one. How about that?
Wait, I gotta dig deep.
Everything was going so well, and now she's gonna get a racist joke. I feel.
We can edit that.
You're not gonna edit. All right. So, what's 6 inches and leaves white stuff over your face? A toothbrush.
See, for everybody that thinks it's a perverted, you even gave me the look. I wasn't gonna go. The toothbrush.
Who knows what comes from Danny's mind?
6 inches.
What's 6 inches and leaves white stuff in your mouth?
Toothbrush.
See, not bad. It's a horrible way to end this.
It's the only thing I own that's 6 inches.
All right, that was horrible. Do you mind doing one more?
I'm trying to bring it back.
Leave all of this in, by the way.
Where's the
they have to know
Where's
that.
the third mic?
All right, guys. We have a Muslim guy impressionist at our local show who impersonates Elvis Presley. His name is Amal Shakab.
Amal Shakab. That is perfect because our next guest is from the Middle East, so we'll leave it at that. We'll make him hear this before. So Elvis Presley impersonator named Amal Shakab. You get it? Amal Shakab. Mm-hmm. You don't know that song? Oh my God! You keep ruining this. Can you do one last one? Do the big one. I think the big one's funny. Yeah, that one.
Okay, that one. I think I took 2.
Oh, just the big one.
All right. This year, my New Year's resolution is to finally go to the gym. I canceled a membership I've been wasting money on every month since last year.
That's a good way to
It's a good time too because it's October.
Yeah, then all the New Year's resolution will come in. Well, Nancy, way too fun doing this with you. We got to do it again. We'll down the road. We'll reach out to you. Hopefully, you will accept our invitation again. It took us a while to get you here, but it was worth the wait. All the best to you and your family.
Thank you.
I hope to keep seeing you guys grow. And any last words? Where can people find you if ever they need a Wonder Woman?
So you can find me at Elevate with Nancy on Instagram.
We'll put a link too, right?
If you want, you can talk directly.
Yeah, so hey, you can find me on Instagram at Elevate with Nancy. And this is my public page.
There you go. Fantastic. And as always, I've been Danny Drip with you. Just waiting to book our next guest, but we'll be there shortly. Again, keep leaving comments. We enjoy hearing from you. It's been great. And we'll be here soon with you again. Dimitri, any last thoughts? No. He's still thinking about the toothbrush joke. All right, guys. Thank you. See you later.
Thank you so much.
Make it happen. All right. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more content, click right here for another exciting episode right here. If you want to get in shape, sign up for our online fitness app using the link in the description. Finally, help support us by liking and subscribing. And if you don't want to do none of that, well, at least keep making it happen.